Welcome to Coaching Uncut, a special series on the Unstoppable Woman podcast, where I take you behind the scenes and give you a peek into the private coaching I do with my clients. All of these coaching calls have been recorded with the permission from my clients who have generously allowed me to share these with you as a way of helping more people in this world. They give you access to master level coaching and the opportunity to learn the lessons that they're learning right along with them. Please keep in mind that these recordings are not studio productions and the audio quality may be less than ideal, but the content will take you far and help you become unstoppable. With that, listen in and learn. In this episode of Coaching Uncut, I'm speaking to a client who has a burgeoning business, but has some fear and trepidation of building a team to support the growth in her business because she doesn't want to recreate the dog-eat-dog culture that she experienced in corporate. In this episode, I share with her the questions she needs to ask herself to get clarity around this and be able to move forward and build a team to support her business. Listen in and learn. Can't wait to see how you apply this to your business. Please leave a comment for us.
How are you and how can I help you?
I'm good. I'm trying to think about what I could use the most right now.
How did your work based on yesterday's call go?
Well, I did not have much time to give to it because I had two things of taxes had to be done yesterday. So that didn't get too much time to it. But when I was reflecting, what did I really not like about corporate? It's so much about the culture of, when I first started working at the company, it was smaller and more family-like, and just everyone kind of seemed to be pulling for each other. And then in time, I can attribute, a lot of people attributed to this one woman coming into the company and kind of changing the culture to more dog eat dog. And I think that has really kind of made me super nervous to become bigger because I have this deeply ingrained fear that there's going to be a culture change, and then, as I kind of mentioned yesterday, that letting Pandora out of a box and I can't pull it back into this company that I created that's, just 4 or 5 of us right now, or just 5 of us. So
let's do a little targeted thinking on that, okay? Before we go further. What can you remember back to that woman? And you mentioned dog eat dog, but can you go even deeper and figure out what were her character traits? How would you identify someone who was like this so that we can make sure that you have the right protocols in place internally so that doesn't happen for you in your business? Meaning, these are the things that I need to pay attention to. If I see someone showing up like this, I might not let go of her right away, but I might have a conversation, explain the culture, and then if it continues, recognize that I actually need to let this person go despite her ability to do a good job, right, in other areas, because culture is important to me. So we need to get in front of that so it's not something that, how do I say it, sideswipes you, right? I think that's a big fear of yours. So, yeah.
Yeah. main thing, she was two-faced, or she would, she'd be really, really sweet, and then just like in a boardroom in front of a whole bunch of people, just knock you down at the knees in front of everybody in a very embarrassing way. And then she'd come after and be like, give you a hug, like, oh, I'm sorry. It was like abusive in a way. It was weird. And I mean, she was wicked smart and very driven, but she had this mean streak to her. But she came across on the front side being very kind and friendly. But then
okay, so this is
really not that way.
So this is really great information. So you need to, as the leader, you're now in the boardroom, right? You're not her coworker. You're the C-suite or the board, right?
Yeah.
You need to recognize that if someone is always very sweet, that doesn't mean that they're sweet to everyone else. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And that you probably need to put some sort of process in place where you're talking to everyone on your team and creating a framework for open communication and feedback where people don't feel afraid to say, their ideas or what they feel and share, feel and think about what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because what happens is, out of expediency, the board's like, oh, great information, thanks, moving right on. They don't know what's happening behind the scenes, correct?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, so that has to be put into some sort of easy to implement process for you. And then how are you going to, this is a challenging thing, Wendy. I don't want to make it sound like there's like a simple answer to it, because there are narcissists, there are manipulative people, the whole spectrum. And some of them are really great at what they do. So it becomes invisible to you as the leader that they're showing up this way with the team. So it's not that this is easy, but it needs to be part of your thinking process in terms of who you hire and then how you work with your team. I think it's really important that you have some protocols on the hiring side so that you know what to look for at the get-go that will limit the need to do it on the back side, if you will, if you do it on the front side. So it's not guaranteed, okay?
Well, and what I've tended to do a lot of times is pull or hire people that are people that I've worked with in the past or know on some level, even though they don't have experience in this business, then I know that they have the right personality traits that will be a good culture fit, which is good. And we've always had really good, or for the most part, good culture fit. Sometimes because these people are coming in without any experience, so it's a little bit more work on my side to train them up. So it's,
I think that's a good strategy for where you're currently at in your business, but it's not necessarily a good strategy for where you're going. Because if you're opening branches, if you will, across the country, and you need people locally, that's not gonna scale. If you don't need people locally and you can run everything remotely, then you can hire through referral, right? Who do you know? That would be good.
Yeah.
Okay. But that still doesn't mitigate for the fact that you have to have some sort of litmus test internally, at least to yourself, if not on a checklist, as what you're looking for, because you won't be able to scale if you're basing your hires just on people with whom you've had actual experience. Okay?
Yeah.
That's just not sustainable.
Well, and truth be told, I still like to be liked. I want everybody to be my friend, and that's hard to stand to do that too.
Yeah, that's an issue. Okay. We've talked about that. Yeah.
Yep, still working on that part. But I know that in the end, I have to, I don't need to be, I don't need to not be friendly, but I can't also let friendship
Correct. Yeah.
deter me from moving forward.
Correct. Okay, so you know what you need to do next, and spend some time on that, and we will talk about it next time. Okay? Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care. Bye.
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 Thank you so much for joining us for Coaching Uncut. If you loved what you learned today, please leave us a comment and let us know. We always love a thumbs up or a 5-star review, so thank you in advance for that. And if you want to take your life and your business to the next level and it's time to scale, please reach out to us and schedule a consult at theunstoppablewoman.com/next level. So that's theunstoppablewoman.com/next level. See you in the next episode. Rock it out and be unstoppable.